So now I would like to ask Alan Marks, CEO of Maharshi Ayurveda Products America. He has something very important to announce, just for 2 minutes, in lines of what we just heard now. Thank you. Alan Marks.
Thank you. It's appropriate that I'm going after Dr. Mishra. I'll cut right to the chase with my time. 20,000 vascular plants in India, it's estimated. Right now, 1,000 are estimated to be extinct or going extinct. About 17 to 20 gone. They're not due to deforestation or destruction of habitat. Most are due to because they're of that 600 to 800 that are in demand. In the US, we have a term called wild crafting. That means the villagers are going into the forest, they're picking the plants, and they're then delivering them to the marketplace. It's unrealistic today to ask a villager who's trying to feed his family to pick every third plant or every fourth plant. And so what I would urge this group to do is to think very deeply about creating domestic cultivation. I know Maharshi Ayurveda is doing that. It's very important to preserve this heritage. Imagine Ayurveda without these plants. So this is one threat to Ayurveda in the world. We have to protect these species that are being used if we want Ayurveda to stay a global technology for health. The second point is, and I'm not talking about Rasha Shastra now, I'm not talking about the formulas that intentionally have metals in them, but it's very important that Ayush accept a global standard. And the global standard they need to look at is the strictest standard in the West, if they want the West to accept Ayurveda. Because what's happening is, right now, for example, in the US, there's an unspoken standard of 6 parts per million, for example, for daily average for a product for lead. If Ayush has a higher standard, every ethical company producing Ayurvedic products in India may be producing according to what the regulations are in India. But there's seepage. People go to India, they bring back the products in their suitcases, they get to the US, those products somehow get into the hands of a researcher, they're found to have high lead content, and the next thing you know in the press, what you're told is Ayurveda is not safe. So I would very much encourage everyone involved in regulation to accept a universal standard and look at the strictest standard accepted by the West. If you want there to be a credible name to Ayurveda, then you have to approach it from the standards accepted by those countries. So I had 2 minutes. That's my 2 minutes, I think. Please think deeply about it.